So we're asking brands one simple question: can you get a brand message across through gaming in an effective way? And the answer is yes. So we've partnered with multiple third-party research companies, Millward Brown, Ipsos MORI and Newzoo, to answer a question around how effective can this be. And so we've launched with the likes of Nestle from an opt-in advertising perspective through rewarded video, and the results are tremendous. We're talking about 40% brand recall, which is, I mean, the usual is around 7 to 8%. And so brands are now actually investing a lot more into gaming and understanding that this is something that they need to get on board with, rather than view it as a niche. We've started with King, and what that means is rewarded video. Now, what we've asked ourselves is, what does it mean to have a successful campaign? What does it mean for a brand to have a successful campaign when it comes to investing in rewarded video? We started with the likes of Nestle. Nestle asked us, what can we do to make sure that this is a positive experience for the user? And where we started first was opt-in. So we made sure that you can play all 5,000 levels of Candy Crush and never see an ad. And then we asked, from a research perspective, what would the outcome be? It's analysing when it's a lean-in experience, when it's such a focused lean-in experience, when the dwell time is around 8 to 11 minutes per session. About 37 minutes per day is spent within the King universe. And what that means is, when you're playing something to relax, it's a form of entertainment. You watch films, you read a book, you play a game. 1 in 3 of us are playing games at any time. So when it came to that lean-in experience, it meant that the brand recall was huge. It was a huge uplift, largely because you're benefiting from the halo effect of playing a game. And ultimately, what I mean is, you're in a heightened sense of relaxation, and what we're doing is we're allowing a brand to be associated with a positive experience. So rather than being interrupted when they're trying to look at content, maybe they're on their social media feed and they've been interrupted with ads, we're saying, as a tacit understanding of, we're going to give you an extra life or an extra boost to make the game easier in response to watching an ad. And what that's proven is a huge increase in ad recall, because people are leaning in, they're actually taking notice of the messaging around the ad, and that's exactly what Nestle and the likes of other advertisers we're working with want. They want to make sure that they're spending a huge amount on these adverts, and they want to make sure they're listened to. They want to make sure that the message comes across, and that's exactly what rewarded video does. So there's not necessarily a typical brand or type of advertiser that we're working with at the moment. I think when it comes to Candy Crush and the likes of King, our audience is 50-50 or maybe 55% female, and I'd say the average age of 34. So they are usually the household budget holders. So we've got a lot of interest from FMCGs, from entertainment companies. But I mean, this stretches out to automotive, financial. I think, as I say, because the audience is so broad, and it's, as I say, not necessarily the stereotypes which people think there are, it's your ability to advertise any sort of product is there across gaming.